What's going on, guys? It's your boy J Pizzy back with another video. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about another tech card you can put into Branded. The card we're going to be talking about today is Branded Expulsion. Okay, so we're going to talk about a deck real quick. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about Expulsion. I tried it in my new deck. Let me jump straight to the deck list and show you guys. Alright, so here we are. Now technically, you know, we could use this card instead of Gimmick Puppet, but I guess Gimmick Puppet is the more famous one, but we could use Yugioh. Either one of them works, it doesn't really matter, and Expulsion. So you don't necessarily have to run the cheese version if you don't want to be cheesing people and just stopping them from being able to special summon anything on the field. Then, you know, you don't need to run it, right? I adjusted the deck a little bit here so we don't run any kind of Call by the Grave. So if our opponent Call by Maxis or Ash Blossom us, hopefully we have Cross Out Designator or we have Ash Blossom for the Maxi. If we get Ash, we get Ashed. I usually play around getting my Branded Fusion, getting Ashed anyway, and just using Branded in white and Branded in red to get my Fusion plays off and my Cartesia, right? So that's just a tip for the deck, right, guys? I could show you guys two replays really quickly to show you how Expulsion helped me really well, and then, you know, it kind of forced my opponent to really answer it, because if they didn't answer it, then they would just lose. I wasn't using Yugioh, I was using Gimmick in both of the replays we're going to watch today. So let me know what you guys think about this tech choice, right? It's going to be a short video today. We only got two replays really. I think I lost the third one. So basically the third one was, there was an instance where we Expulsion, special summon my Fallen of Albaz and my Cartesia to the field, use my Fallen of Albaz to special summon away his monsters, and use my Cartesia to special summon my Albion when it was special summoned to the field, and we just went off from there, right? So it's not like Expulsion only works with the lock. You can also use Expulsion to give you access to Fallen of Albaz and Cartesia on your opponent's turn from just Branded Fusion, right? So I could show you guys that combo, and then show you guys the replay, or I'll show you guys the replays and then I'll show you the combo where you can set up Expulsion to be able to special summon Fallen of Albaz and Cartesia. Okay, be right back. All right, so here we go. First video we're doing. See, I was using Gimmick Puppet. I don't like Gimmick Puppet because it's not a lasting effect. It's only a once per turn effect. So it's like when you special summon it that turn, they can't special summon. I'd rather just use Yugioh, okay? So we go ahead, we activate Branded Opening, send Gimmick Puppet to the graveyard. We're going to go ahead and activate Branded Fusion, go into Albion. Albion is going to allow me to Fusion Summon using my Gimmick Puppet and my Aluber, which means that they're both banished right now. So when I go for the Expulsion lock, my opponent can't get rid of the cards in the graveyard, right? He's going to go ahead and activate Boldrick to banish my Albion, which is cool because we still have access to it because we have Cartesia in hand. Cartesia is going to go into Grangol. Grangol is going to go ahead and dump my second Albion, and we're just going to end phase with Branded Bystial on field and Expulsion set. Cartesia is going to add back to hand, and we're just going to go ahead and pass turn. Now, really and truly, I should have put Branded Lost, but I, for some reason, thought that I can get the combo all the way through to be able to dump my Bystial Sorinir using Grangol and then be able to send Regain. But because he interrupted me, I was like, you know what, we'll just go ahead and dump Albion to go into Expulsion in the end phase. Right, so we go into Expulsion, we send Grangol. The reason is because Grangol effect is still live in the graveyard, so it's the perfect tribute. We put Gimmick Puppet on our opponent's field, and then Aluber go ahead and search me Branded Fusion so we don't have to dump to be able to grab it, right? He's going to go ahead and attack into my Masquerade, which is fine. He's going to activate Branded Regain, set 2 pass. Usually when Branded sets 2, you know, it could be trouble. We draw into Branded Regain, we activate Regain, activate Branded Fusion, dump Albion to be able to send from my deck to the graveyard. We can get rid of this Ash, I'm not too worried. We go ahead and activate Lubellion's effect, chain Cartesia to Lubellion so we could use our Aluber and Lubellion to go into Dracospelia. In case he activates his Baldric, we could just negate it, right? Mary Jade is going to be on the field now because of our Lubellion that we shuffled back. We used to shuffle back. We dump Retribution using my my Albion, and then he's gonna go ahead and activate Call by the Grave on my Mary Jade, sending my Albion, right? Retribution is gonna activate to add me back. I think Branded in white is what I add. No, I added back Branded Expulsion, right? So we can Expulsion on my opponent's turn again. Okay, so here we go. Regain is going to activate. I'm going to be able to shuffle back my Albion. He's going to regain, shuffle back Gimmick, which was really impressive. I didn't think that he would do that, but that was a smart play because now we don't have access to Gimmick. But guess what we do have access to? We have access to Aluber, and we have access to Fallen of Albaz. So, you know, why not? I ain't tripping. We're going to go ahead. Cartasia is on field as well. He's going to go ahead and activate Fusion Deployment. We're going to activate Branded Expulsion. I am going to target his Baldric, and I'm going to target my Fallen of Albaz. So Baldric to my side of the field, Fallen of Albaz to my side of the field. So here, if he special summons a fusion monster here, we could just Baldric Tribute, banish it. And then we also have Fallen of Albaz going to activate to be able to use his Fallen of Albaz as material. And if I needed to negate this Fallen of Albaz, let's say he had another card here to get it off the field or something like that, I don't know. We have Draco Stapelia to stop it, okay? So even if he's able to dodge this, he has no monsters engraved, so that means his banishment or Branded in red is just dead. So we could Draco Stapelia whatever he special summons if he was able to do it, right? And then his Fallen of Albaz is going to activate. He dumped Sharon, and then my Fallen of Albaz is going to activate. And he just sees the writing on the wall right here, and he just backs out because he really can't do anything to stop my Draco Stapelia. And plus 2, I still have the Fusion Summon of Cartasia still live. And if he does Fusion Summon, Baldric could just tribute one of my monsters, one of my Light or Dark monsters, and banish whatever cards he special summons, right? So if he uses Sharon here and special summons Kid Kalos, we just Baldric banish. So he's just gonna scoop up. All right, so that was example number 1. Let's go to another example of Expulsion putting in that work. All right guys, so here we are showing you guys another game where I used Expulsion. Well, I tried to use Expulsion. I think he banished my Expulsion before I was able to use it, right? So here we have full combo. Reason why we have full combo is because usually if I'm playing against people, I'll let you guys know in this secret. If you have full combo and Branded, I suggest you don't full combo. Just don't do it, okay? I think Branded, once you put up your 5 interruptions, which you can do with just 2 cards. So Branded Fusion plus Sorneer is literally 5 interruptions. If you get interrupted, you can keep on pushing, which is what I do here because I do get interrupted, okay? So we go ahead, we send our Tri-Brigade Mercurier. He's going to activate Druid's Worm to banish Mercurier, which means that Sorneer is not going to be on the field, which means I'm not going to be able to send, right? But I do have Fallen of Albaz in the graveyard. We add Cartasia. The reason why I add Cartasia here is because I was hoping that he special summoned again with another Bystial, because his field was lighting up. And I would just Fusion Deployment Fallen of Albaz. So that's why I was holding the Fusion Deployment, just in case I needed to Fusion Deployment into Fallen of Albaz, discard Sorneer, dump, and then we could just Fusion, okay? So that's why I did that, right? So we go ahead, we activate our Cartasia, send in Sorneer. Sorneer is going to activate, Grangul is going to activate. This is Branded Fusion right here if you wanted it, right? Because you can dump Albion and then Albion and Sorneer, dump Retribution, Albion, dump whatever branded card you want to add to your hand, right? So right here, I try to get Expulsion to my hand. Our opponent is going to go ahead and DD Crow that, which means that the only other way for me to get to Expulsion is with Springen's Kit. I would have to special summon or normal summon Springen's Kit and add Expulsion back to my hand. But you know what? I'm like, you know what? Okay, whatever. We're going to go into Branded, go search Branded in white with Aluber, activate it, banishing my Fallen of Albaz, and sending Grangul to the graveyard. Grangul is still going to be able to activate. And then we're just going to send Albion, activate Rindrum to add Aluber back to my hand so that on my next turn I can actually have a card to normal summon and I have a starter. Cartasia is going to add back to my hand, and clearly we're playing against the 8-axis deck or something like that. I forgot the name of it, right? Albion is going to go ahead and set Regain. The reason why I set Regain, that was an accident, it was a misclick. I was supposed to set Branded Beast, but it was a misclick. You know, those happen, it's whatever, right? He's going to go ahead and activate Druid's Worm to send my Mirror Jade, and then he's going to go ahead and pop my back row with Pancratops, which is fine. There's nothing I could do about that. At least we have follow-up for next turn, which is important. We're gonna go ahead and Ash the Bigfoot. I didn't know that. I completely forgot that Danger Bigfoot, when you Ash it, it does nothing. It still can activate its effect. Right, he's just gonna go ahead and special summon, and I'm gonna activate Gringle to special summon Chloritis. He's gonna go to end phase because he cannot attack into me because I'll just lower his attack points. Right, we go into Lubellion. We have enough cards in my hand here to go into Lubellion to shuffle back my Marajade and Fallen of Albaz to go into Marajade, and that puts a Fallen of Albaz in the graveyard, and then we could just activate Rindrum to come back to the field, and opponent is just gonna go ahead and scoop it up. Right. That's just how that goes. So I'm gonna show you guys some expulsion combos, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Okay. Alright guys, so the first combo I'm gonna show you guys is with Branded Fusion. I mean, we have deployment and regain. This is an insane hand, but we're just gonna only use Branded Fusion and show you guys how we get expulsion onto the field. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we need to use Albion to send Cartesia and Fallen of Albaz to the graveyard. You're gonna see why later. We're gonna activate Albion's effect and banish our Cartesia and Fallen of Albaz to go into Grand Girl. The reason why we're doing this is because we get to dump Lubellion, and two, we get to special summon them with Expulsion on our opponent's turn. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys exactly how we do that, and that gives us access to 2 fusions. Right, so we're going to go ahead and send Lubellion. Lubellion's going to activate. We're going to be able to dump Albion to the graveyard, and this is just a very simple setup, guys. Like, if you get ashed, well, not ashed, if you get max seed, this setup does work. You know, it puts in work a little bit, right? I'm gonna go ahead and set Branded Lost here, and then go ahead and go to the end phase, and then Albion's gonna activate, setting Expulsion from the deck. So we just set Expulsion here and go ahead and pass turn. Right, so right here we have the ability, when our opponent normal summons or special summons a monster, I'm gonna see what my opponent does here. It's gonna equip it to that. Oh, he goes straight to battle. Okay, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and activate Expulsion, send Grangul. I'm going to use Cartesia and Fallen of Albaz. I'm gonna put Cartesia on my opponent's field. You're gonna see why, and then we can special summon Fallen of Albaz, activate Albaz. You're gonna need a card in your hand, obviously, so we're just gonna go ahead and dump a card, and then we can use Albion to go into these two. And then Albion allows us to go into, well, not only that, we get to add a card from our deck to our hand with Branded Lost, right? So go ahead and add Mercurier to hand, just in case our opponent activates any effects that we want to go ahead and negate, right? So Albion is going to activate, and we're just going to go into Marajade. Okay, you could go into a different card if you want to. It's all up to you guys. So here is Marajade. Marajade is now here. We can activate Marajade effect here with our opponent not looking, right? I would dump, you could dump whatever you want. You could dump Brigand if you want to go ahead and search Mercurier that way, but I would usually dump the Titanic Clad to be able to special summon Fallen of Albaz, right? So that was just a simple combo, guys. Obviously, Cartesia gets added back to our hand, and we could just continue playing from there. Okay, so that was just what Branded Fusion does. Okay, so okay guys, so that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. There's other ways to use Expulsion. Okay, it's a great tech card. I think you're able to special summon Fallen of Albaz, special summon Cartesia. If you don't want to do the lock, I would say just drop one and use the extra Fallen of Albaz. The reason why is because you do banish one of your Fallen of Albaz, and that could hurt you in the future. Okay, so that's my tips for that. Let me know you guys' thoughts about Expulsion in the comments. But other than that, it's been your boy J Pizzy. Stay blessed, stay highly favored. I'm gonna sign out on this one, right? Stay healthy, stay wealthy, have a good one. Peace.